Hello and welcome back to another Rarest in Apex Legends video, and today we're hopping on the final thing that I can talk about. I think you guys really asked for this way back when I did my Rarest weapons video. It was a couple months now, and those videos did really well, but I was just getting a little bit burnt out on them because I think I did 4 of them in like 2 weeks or something. But recently I've really wanted to talk about Rarest banners because that was something that you guys asked about a lot, and I myself was really curious because I feel like a lot of them came out around season 2, and way back in season 2 I actually took a break from the game, as a lot of you guys know who have been with the channel for a little while. So I really had a lot of fun researching this, and for those of you who haven't seen the previous videos, basically I take into account the price of the items, the size of the player base when they were released, as well as the character that they came out for and how many of them I've seen around in the game. So with all of that stuff out of the way, let's just get right into these. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the Octane Jumpmaster banner frame. And I am going to be talking about both frames and poses in this, since there aren't that many rare ones of each. As you can see, this banner frame is a wallaby with boxing gloves on, and this came out way back in the Iron Crown event. Now you could purchase this banner frame for 120 of the Iron Crown points, so it's not really all that expensive. However, this is one of the first purchasable banner frames in the entire game, but I would put it pretty low in the ranking. Next up, let's talk about the Crypto Creature of the Night banner pose. As you can see, this is Crypto doing his Dracula thing. He's looking like he pops out of a coffin and stands up and jumps out at you. This was purchasable back in the Shadowfall event. Now, just like all of the other skins that came out with that event, this was purchasable only. So it was either 700 Apex coins if you wanted to gamble for it, or it was available for direct purchase. However, other than myself, I have never seen anybody else using this banner frame. So I don't know if people just don't use it or if they don't have it. I would assume it's because they don't have it, since Crypto has such a small player base, and way back in October, his player base was basically non-existent because it was before a lot of the buffs that he's been given. So all in all, I think this is a very rare banner pose. Coming up at number 3, let's talk about the Wraith Void Shadow banner frame. Now, if you've noticed by now, I haven't been doing this in any specific order, and that's because rarity is very hard to quantify, especially since people have pointed out that certain things are more or less rare on console than they are on PC. However, I've rarely seen any of these Void Shadow frames. I know there are a bunch of them out there, but it seems very rare to encounter someone who actually has it. So while I would rank this pretty low on the list of rarest banner frames, it definitely does have an aspect of exclusivity to it. So if you have it, congratulations, because it's by no means a commonly owned banner frame. Coming in at number 4, we have the Bloodhound Killer Instinct banner frame. And I truly believe this is one of the rarest items in the entire game. I've seen so few of these banner frames, and I've put in about 4,000 games since the Iron Crown event started. I could very likely count on one hand how many of these banner frames I've actually seen in matches, either with people playing on my team or with champions. And again, I think the reason for this is that up until very recently, not many people were playing Bloodhound because their abilities just weren't that great until the buff that they just got. So if you do have this banner frame, I would highly recommend that you show it on your Bloodhound, because it is something to be proud of. It's an extremely rare banner frame, if not the rarest in the entire game. And we're going to talk about that because I think there's actually one more that might even be rarer. At number 5, let's talk about the Target Practice Mirage banner pose, which I didn't even know existed up until when I started researching this a couple days ago. This came out way back in the Iron Crown event. However, unlike that first Octane banner frame that we talked about, this one was not available for purchase with the Iron Crown tokens. You actually had to spend money on this. So it was either 700 coins or I believe 1,000 coins if you wanted to do direct purchase. So for many players at the time who played Mirage, or even now, since Mirage literally hasn't changed in his tier rating of being picked since the Iron Crown event, I highly doubt many people shelled out the cash for this. This may in fact be the rarest of all time banner frame / banner pose. If you have this, huge congratulations to you, because I have, as I said, never seen this in a game before and didn't even know that it existed. Coming up at number 6 though, we have the Gilbert regalvanized banner pose, which came out during the Shadowfall event. Just like that crypto banner pose that we talked about earlier. And just like the skin that he got in this event, Gilbert is doing the Frankenstein walk, which is pretty cool, pretty funky. Out of all of these rare banners that I've been talking about, this one probably ranks fairly low on the list. I've seen quite a few people using it, but not recently. When the Halloween event was out, I saw maybe 20 or so people who actually had this equipped, but since then I really haven't seen anybody with it, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if maybe people have just traded it out for a different banner pose that they like for Gilbert, but whatever the reasoning is, it seems to have become increasingly rare. So let me know if you've seen that or if you've seen any of these other ones before. And finally, last but not least, let's talk about the Lucky Headshot Octane pose. And this is pretty high up there with the earliest ever sold banners. This was available for purchase at the same time as that Mirage target practice. And like Mirage, Octane has never had the largest player base. So I feel like those two banner poses kind of went to the side of the road, and people were picking up a lot of other skins and weapon skins and other cosmetics that were available during the Iron Crown event, and very few people actually got their hands on the Octane pose. Now, the only reason that I think that this one might be a little bit lower on the list, and the same with that Mirage target practice, is that some people probably just got it by random luck, because you did get a free pack with the Iron Crown event. However, that is my list of the 7 rarest banners. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you agree with my list? Do you disagree with it? How many of these have you seen? And would you add anything to it? If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, as that really does help me out. And before you head out, don't forget to smash the like button, as that really helps me out with my search results. But that is going to be it for me for today. I will be back with you guys again tomorrow though. But until then, take it easy.